Hello friends, welcome back to Formfully. In this video, we are covering one of the topics of articulation, the skills engineer needs to run effective meetings. So first is skill to develop, is developing the skill to captivate people and have them look up to your discussions, especially in team setting is essential for effective leadership. Okay, so here one quality that distinguishes leaders from followers is that leaders show interest in their team members' projects. This includes asking questions and serving as a sounding board during brainstorming sessions. As you learn about your co-workers' respective projects, you can offer a unique perspective and points them to useful resources or connect them with other colleagues. Keep in mind that a lot of this work is outside of the formal meeting context. You need to make time to read their design docs and project updates. Remember to also give feedback in larger meetings, not only in private one-to-one session. So coming to the next slide, here are some strategies you can employ to assume a leadership role and garner respect from your peers. So first strategy is active listening. Demonstrate genuine interest in your team members' projects by actively listening to their ideas, concerns and updates during meetings. Ask clarifying questions and provide feedback to show that you value their contribution. Second is empathy and support. Show empathy towards your colleagues by understanding their perspective and offering support when needed. Acknowledge their efforts and accomplishments and be willing to lend a helping hand or offer guidance when they face challenges. Third is offer valuable insights. Share your expertise and insights during discussions in a constructive and respectful manner. Provide thoughtful feedback, suggestion and solution that contribute to their team goals and projects. By demonstrating your knowledge and expertise, you will naturally gain the respect of your peers. Fourth is build relationship. Cultivate a positive relationship with your team members by actively engaging with them outside of formal meetings. Take the time to get to know them on a personal level. Show appreciation of their contribution. Then next is lead by example. Lead by example by demonstrating professionalism, integrity and strong work ethic. Show commitment to the team's goals and values and strive to consistently deliver high quality work. Your action will speak louder than words and inspire others to follow your lead. Sixth is effective communication. Practice clear and effective communication skills to convey your ideas and messages during discussions. Be concise, articulate, and confident in your communication style and encourage open dialogue and collaboration among team members. And last strategy is continuous learning and growth. Stay curious and committed to continuous learning and growth in your field. Stay updated on industry trends, best practices, and new technologies and share your knowledge and insight with your team. By demonstrating a growth mindset, you will inspire others to do same and foster a culture of innovation within the team. By implementing these strategies and consistently demonstrating leadership qualities, you will gradually earn the respect and admiration of your peers and naturally assume a leadership role within your team. Second skills to develop is drive conclusions and action items. Set clear goals and objectives. Begin the meeting by clearly outlining the goals and objectives to ensure everyone understands the purpose and expectations. Clearly define what needs to accomplished by the end of the meeting. Assign a note taker. Designate someone to take comprehensive notes during the meeting to capture key discussions, decisions and action items. This help ensures that important information documented and can be referred back to later. Third is provide structure. If meeting involves brainstorming or discussion of complex topics, provide structure by writing down main points on whiteboard or using visual aids to organize ideas. Helps participants stay focused and facilitate productive discussion. Fourth is check for understanding. Throughout the meeting, periodically check for understanding to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Encourage participants to ask questions and clarify any points that may be unclear. If someone is struggling to grasp a concept, have them explain it in their own words to reinforce understanding. Then encourage participation. Create supportive environment where all attendees feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and ideas. Encourage active participation by inviting input from everyone and acknowledging diverse perspectives. Then summarize and recap. As the meeting progresses, periodically summarize key points and discussions to keep everyone aligned and reinforce key takeaways. This helps maintain focus and clarity throughout the discussion. Next is drive towards action. Towards the end of the meeting, transition the discussion towards identifying actionable next steps. Clearly define who is responsible for each action item, set deadlines and establish accountability. Ensure that action items are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time bound. Then is follow-up email. After the meeting, send a follow-up email to all attendees summarizing the key conclusions, action items and deadlines. These serve as a reference point and helps ensure everyone is aligned on the next step. By implementing these strategies, we can effectively drive conclusions and action items in meeting, maximizing their productivity and ensuring that valuable time is well spent. Third skill to develop is come prepared and ask the hard questions. To develop the skill of coming prepared and asking hard questions in meeting, consider the following points. First is preparation is key. Before the meeting, take the time to thoroughly review any relevant materials such as agendas, documents or reports. Understand the purpose of meeting and what topics will be discussed. If you are leading the meeting, create detailed agenda outlining the key points and objectives. Second is share the agenda. If you are leading the meeting, send out the agenda to all attendees in advance. This allows participants to come prepared and ensure that everyone is on the same page regarding the topic to be discussed. If sending the agenda beforehand isn't feasible, you can also write it on whiteboard or share it at the beginning of the meeting. Third is ask hard questions. Don't shy away from asking difficult or challenging questions during the meeting. This question can help uncover potential issues, clarify misunderstanding, and stimulate critical thinking. Remember that asking questions is a sign of curiosity and engagement, not a lack of knowledge. Fourth is paraphrase and elaborate. If you are struggling to understand a topic or concept, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Start by paraphrasing the topic or point you are unclear about to demonstrate your understanding so far, and then follow up with the request for further elaboration. This shows that you are actively engaged in the discussion, seeking deeper understanding. Seek feedback. At the end of the meeting, solicit feedback from attendees to gauge their perception of meeting's effectiveness. Ask if they found the discussion valuable, if their questions were addressed satisfactorily, and if there are any areas for improvement. Use this feedback to refine your approach for future meetings. By coming prepared with thoughtful questions and actively engaging in discussion, you will not only contribute to the meeting success but also demonstrate your commitment to driving meaningful outcomes. Now, fourth and last skill to develop is be able to context switch and stick to your calendar. So here first is accept the reality of context switching. Recognize that context switching is an inevitable part of your role as you progress in your career. Embrace these facts early on and develop strategies to manage it effectively. Prioritize time blocks for individual work. Proactively block out dedicated time on your calendar for individual contributor work, such as thinking, writing, coding, or other tasks that require uninterrupted focus. Group meeting together on certain days, leaving other days free for focus work. Ensure that you have sufficient block of time for IC work and adjust your calendar as needed. Communicate clear meeting end times. When scheduling or leading meetings, communicate clear end times to ensure that they don't encroach on your personal work time or hinder your ability to context switch. Next is stick to your calendar. Respect the boundaries you have set on your calendar for both meetings and individual work time. Avoid scheduling additional meetings during time blocks reserved for focus work, and be disciplined about ending meetings on time to maintain productivity and minimize disruption. Next is practice effective context switching. Develop techniques for effective switching between different tasks or topics throughout the day. These may include setting aside a few minutes between the meeting to mentally transition, organizing tasks by priority, and use tools like task list or time blocking to stay organized. And last is continuous improvement. Regularly review your calendar and workflow to identify areas for improvement. Reflect on what strategies are working well for managing context switching and sticking to your calendar, and make adjustments as needed to optimize your productivity and effectiveness. By proactively managing your calendar, communicating clearly about meeting end times, and developing strategies for effective context switching, we can navigate a meeting heavy schedule while maintaining productivity and focus on our individual work tasks. Remember that these skills are developed over time with practice and conscious effort. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, do share and subscribe.